by the names, I'm called Patrick Joshua Okello. I'm a Ugandan citizen who has grown up in Uganda, who is well versed with the rule of law and the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. What I can assure you is, number one, I'm here boldly and speaking with a strong heart, with a vision, with everything, which will benefit both you people who are watching me and personally, and even other generations that are coming next after this generation of ours. So what I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is one, we have a good case. We have a fantastic case. We have a great case. But the procedures and the rule of law shall not, will not, cannot be bent under my watch. I will not. And I've given those 4 points to show that they safeguard the midwife of every legal process of the law and the law of the procedure is the action that I'm taking. Otherwise, if you do not follow the procedure, then we will not be. I repeat, if you do not follow the procedure, then we will not be. We need to respect, or we need respect for human dignity and protection from inhuman treatment, protection from slavery, servitude, forced labor, according to Chapter 4 of our Uganda 1995 Constitution. Still, when you read the same chapter or the same Constitution, the same chapter embodies the rights that are to be respected by all authorities. One of it is the state, and of course the next one is the individuals. Then coming to the same chapter, Article 45 comes into the state that the human rights provides for in the Bill of Rights is not exhaustive. So that is what I can say. However, I'm sure those ones who are watching me right now are having much interest on knowing what transpired today as far as the application for contempt of court order is concerned. So before I break it down, ladies and gentlemen, what I can say is the chronology of the history of the matter of today is that early last year, around October 2022, I filed a miscellaneous application with case number 13 of 2022, which was eventually successful. And in the month of April, that was this year, a ruling was passed from court in favor of me, who had gone with my team to stand on behalf of the public under public interest litigation, whereby still on the same ruling, declarations and orders were passed in our favor. And one of the order was one, the City Council, or rather Soroti City Council and Attorney General, who were respondents in the application that had filed, were given a task to construct a transport terminal, or rather a bus park in a layman's understanding. So they were supposed to do that within a period of 2 years. Then two, still in the same order that was passed, or in the same ruling, court also instructed Soroti City Council, or the two respondents, to get a temporal place where they can park people, or where they can offload and load people temporarily while they're waiting for the construction of the terminal. But court did not say that while you're planning or waiting for constructing the terminal, continue loading people from the streets and offloading people from the streets. It was not the case. They told them, get a temporal place where you can be loading people and offloading people while you're waiting for your funds, or while you're planning to construct a terminal, transport terminal rather. However, they were also given a task of constructing a turning intersection, which we know in a layman's understanding as a roundabout. So, ladies and gentlemen, or brothers and sisters who are watching me right now, those are the tasks that court, or the declaration of orders that court had given Soroti City Council and Attorney General, who were respondents in the case that I won, and in the case that had a successful ruling which came out April this year. So, to my own dismay, to the dismay of the public, the same people who were challenged in court, the same people who might challenge in court as an applicant, who was protecting the rights of the voiceless people outside there, the same people went on abusing the law. Soroti City Council has abused the law. The responsible bodies who work at Soroti City Council, who were directly responsible to restrain the loading and offloading of people in the streets, have played a very big negligence. If you go to town right now, even today as I was going to court for this same case, a taxi almost knocked me just because of that. Imagine, I even thought maybe by today, since they knew the matter was coming up today, they were going to pretend, maybe telling people to leave there. But to my own surprise, they were there. They assume maybe what court has done is not enough. It is nonsense. It appears nonsense to them, but of course, to an intelligent person, it's sense. If people were not dying, then maybe it would be nonsense. But of course, we lose blood. We are not like we're not like vehicles that you can knock, then after knocking, you can repair it or take it for panel beating. With a human being, once you're being knocked, or even once any of your organ is destroyed, it cannot be replaced. So today we're in court, and the matter in court today was for contempt of court, a miscellaneous application for contempt of court with case number 168 of 2023, arising from miscellaneous application with case number 13 of 2022. So meaning that the case which was in court today was for Soroti City Council and Attorney General going against the order and the declarations or against the ruling that court had passed last time. That is the case we had today. I went to court, informing court that court, last time you restricted these people, you passed declarations and orders to what these people are doing. But unfortunately, they are not obeying. The same thing is still still moving on. So as court, please give me the right direction. And of course, as an ardent believer of the rule of law, I cannot, of course, fight the responsible bodies. I don't have guns to do that. Neither can I flex with them. The best weapon I can use is the law. It's like a pastor always. The best weapon you can use is the Bible and, of course, prayers. So I cannot be well versed with the law and I just keep on them watching like that. So I went to court, informing court of the ongoing illegal and offloading of passengers in the streets, whereby we appeared in court. They sent their representatives also. So while we're in court, that is now the point I'm sure everyone wants to hear. While we're in court, they pleaded that the court should give them a period of 2 weeks to give a response in regard to the current application I have against them. That's what they requested court. So I think we expect their response by 6th of December, this coming month, this very year. That's when we shall expect their response, expecting what they are going to tell us. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what happened in court today. They were told, or they told court to give them 2 weeks to give a response to this current application that I filed over contempt of court order, or an application that I find requesting court to give them a punishment or pay a fine of 800 million. Because usually in contempt of court order, you should listen to this very clearly. With the contempt of court order, there are two things that the accused or the respondent must do. One, you either go for imprisonment or pay a fine. And of course, as a believer of rule of law, the procedures and the steps that I've placed on the table, as far as this matter is concerned, is not off track. It went in line with the law, rather it's going in line with the law. So I'm very sure that, or I'm 100% sure that court is going to grant me with all the prayers that I've included there.